Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to a new year, a new decade, a new semester. I have a question. How many of you in here were born in the 90s? Welcome to your, let me see, first, second, fourth decade of living. You're very old. Hope you had a wonderful break and got some good rest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is how we ended when we were in here last semester. This is how we ended. Check it out. You remember holding your candle? Singing Silent Night? Beautiful sight. Well, we're back here. We're back on campus as a community, as family, to figure out how to live together in ways that honor God, loving with heart, soul, mind, and strength, and truly loving our neighbors ourselves. And so, the beginning of this new semester, we're going to invite Noel to come up and lead us in a word of prayer.
Would you join me in prayer? God, thank you so much for the chatter that was going on this morning, for the joys of being back, and maybe no joy for being back. But I pray for that you bring peace in the anxieties that come with a new semester, the excitement that comes with a new semester, that you're with us during this time, and that we get to celebrate a new semester. So I pray this in your name. Amen.
Well, as we gather for the first time in this room together this semester, we have some new members of our community. They went yesterday through new student orientation, the same as all of you might have done in the spring, or most of you probably in the fall, with the covenant service we do in the Greek and then the sand ceremony. And we welcomed them, and as is our tradition, after that we shot a little video, thanks to Charlie Lyons Pardue, asking them this question that we've been asking for years. And so we want to introduce to you by video some of the new members of our community. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Whitney Nunez. I'm from San Francisco Bay Area, and if I could have a semi-truck full of something, I'd have it full of friendship.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm from Coronado, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be pet supplies.
Hi, my name is Ray Velasquez. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and if I could have a moving truck of anything right now, it'd probably be money.
Hi, my name is Brock Sotil. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, and if I could have a semi-truck filled with anything, probably be maple syrup.
Hi, my name is Corey Caballero, and I'm from San Diego, California. If I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be mac and cheese.
Hi, my name is Satish Singh. I'm from San Diego, California, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be Great Dane puppies.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm from Orange County, and if I could fill a semi-truck full of anything, it would definitely be puppies.
Hi, my name is Taylor. I'm from San Clemente, California, and if I could have a semi-truck with anything, it'd be bunnies. Would that be? Okay, is that done?
All right, hi, I'm Tana Beckman. I'm from San Clemente, California, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it'd be mini waffles.
Hi, my name's Nicole Correa. I'm from San Diego, California, and if I had a semi-truck full of anything, I would choose ice cream.
Hi, my name is Grace. I'm from Pella, Iowa, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be frozen yogurt.
Hey, my name's Victoria, and I'm from San Diego, California. If I had a semi-truck full of anything, it would be plane tickets to anywhere in the world.
Hi, my name is Lane. I'm from San Diego, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would have to be sneakers.
My name's Inori. I grew up in Ljubljana, Slovenia, and if I could have a truck full of anything, it would be puppies.
Hi, my name is Taylor. I'm from San Diego, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be Chick-fil-A sauce.
My name is Michael Berry. I'm originally from Ohio, but I moved to NorCal 4 years ago. If I could have a semi-truck with anything, I think I would just want more sleep.
All right, I'm Cole. I'm from Glendora, and I'd take a semi-truck full of iced tea. It's sweet and, yeah, sweet.
Hi, my name is Anthony. I'm from San Diego, California, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be a bunch of scholarships.
Hi, my name is Griffin. I'm from North Carolina, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be packing peanuts.
Hi, I'm Reese Moore, and I'm from Murrieta, California. And if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be In-N-Out Burgers all day, every day.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm from San Ramon, California, in like the Bay Area. And if I could have a semi-truck full of everything, probably be like clothes.
Hi, my name is Sarah Pizzania. I'm from San Diego, and I would fill a semi-truck up with scrunchies because I always lose them.
Hi, my name is Diana. I'm from San Diego, California. If I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be puppies, specifically French bulldogs.
Hello, my name is Robert. I'm from Chula Vista, and if I had a semi-truck full of anything, it would be gold. Bunch of gold.
My name is Brett Womack. I'm from Wenatchee, Washington, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be Rogue Gear.
Right. Hi, my name is Emily. I'm from San Diego, and if I could have a semi-truck filled with anything, it would be macaroni and cheese.
Hi, I'm Woody Gates. I'm from Mission Viejo, California, and if I could have a semi-truck full of one thing, it would be 8-ounce filet mignon steaks.
Hi, my name is Megan. I'm from Murrieta, California, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it'd be full of Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, and if I could fill a semi-truck with anything, it would be ice cream. Mint chocolate chip.
Hi, I'm Joni Mahoney. I'm from Orange County, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be Lululemon leggings.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and I'm from Sacramento, California. If I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be baby pandas.
Hi, my name is Ayub. I'm from Arizona, and my semi-truck will be scholarship.
Hi, my name is Lenora. I'm from San Diego, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be Chanel bags.
Hi, my name's Amanda Bojack. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and if I had a semi-truck full of anything, it would be puppies.
Hi, my name's Amelia. I'm from here in San Diego, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, I would just fill it with Beanie Babies.
Hi, I'm Jose Ruiz. I am from Mexico, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be mango.
My name is Tariq Baker. I'm a new student at Point Loma Nazarene. I'm from New Jersey, and if I could have a semi-truck filled with anything, it would be money.
Hi, my name is Naya. I am from Pennsylvania, and if I could have a semi-truck full of anything, it would be cash, preferably $100 bills.
We're so glad you're here. Can we just give a Point Loma gratitude? Well, we're going to hear from God's word this morning, and so I'm going to invite Ali to come up and read from the Gospel of Matthew.
Today's scripture reading comes from Matthew chapter 2, verses 1 through 12. In the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem asking, "Where is the child who has been born King of the Jews? For we observed his star at its rising and have come to pay him homage." When King Herod heard of this, he was frightened, and all of Jerusalem with him. And calling together all the chief priests and scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Messiah was to be born. They told him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for so it has been written by the prophet. And you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah. For from you shall come a ruler, who will shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod secretly called for the wise men and learned from them the exact time when the star had appeared. Then he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search diligently for the child, and when you have found him, bring me word so that I may also go and pay him homage." When they had heard the king, they set out, and there ahead of them went the star that had been seen at its rising, until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. On entering the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother, and they knelt down and paid him homage. Then, opening their treasure chests, they offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they left for their own country by another road. The word of the Lord.
Hey everyone, is this on? Good morning. It is so good to see you all in another semester. Liberty Station, what's up? It's good to see you all here, and welcome. Welcome back to chapel. This is going to be an exciting time for us to continue to dig in to this theme that we have of Into the Depths. Yeah? All right. Into the Depths. And I'm just really grateful for those who journeyed with us, particularly in our chapel preaching team this past semester, who joined me and Dr. Mary Paul as we were kind of going through what it means to go through this theme. And so Pastor Gordon Wong, who's our graduate chaplain at Mission Valley, just did a great job. Coming back for our chapel preaching team is our student voice, Tiffany Hazel. So she'll be coming back and she'll be speaking to us into our theme. And then also being added to our chapel preaching team this semester is Dr. Brad Kelly from the School of Theology and Christian Ministry. And so we're excited to have him. He's an Old Testament professor and scholar, and we're excited to see the ways in which he's going to be speaking into our lives. We also have a great lineup of just of speakers, and both internally and also those who will be coming in who are invited speakers, people from our community sharing their faith stories, students who will be sharing their faith stories in our timeout chapels, and we're just really excited about that time. At the end of this chapel, we will be having these chapel schedules and this calendar available for you, so you can see what's going to be happening over this semester. At the end of this, actually, in the beginning of February, we'll be entering into a time of Renewal Week, where we have our speaker, Dr. Laurel Bunker. She is the Associate Vice President of Christian Formation out in Bethel University, out in Bethel, Minneapolis, and so we're excited to have her with us. And so, yeah, we've entered a new semester. I don't know about you all, but my break was fairly restful. I really didn't do anything. Actually, during finals week, I had forced rest. I woke up, we came back from a trip to Great Wolf Lodge. I took my kids to it. It's an indoor water park / resort, full of chlorine. And so I came back with just these red eyes thinking that it was just the chlorine. Turns out it was double pink eye. And so, yes. And so forced rest happened for me. The doctor actually, as he was looking through those things, he kind of like went back and he was like, yeah, you have double pink eye. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, do you want a note to be excused from work? I'm like, if I told my work that I have double pink eye, they probably don't want me to be there. And so it was nice, but the rest of the break was just time for me to take naps, to be with my kids, which we also shared the same break, to be with my wife, and also just watch a lot of movies. I watched a lot of Star Wars, a lot of Marvel movies. Thank you, Disney Plus. We were like this, Disney and I. And so it was just a good time for us just to spend some time in rest. But one of the things that I was looking at, particularly in all these films, because I love talking about Marvel movies and also is this idea that there is something that happens within all these films. There's this common thread, this conviction to find something or someone to help their cause. There's also a commitment to a journey that for many people who are on the outside, it seems irrational. It seems something like, oh, it's totally impossible for you to do. But there are the few who actually make the journey across. And because of the challenges ahead, they just continue to move forward and forward and forward. And lastly, there's this hope that they're looking for. There's something that they're trying to find, and it is this hope that's moving them in that direction. Some of you who know me really well know that I love my Patagonia vest. Love it. It is one of the things that when I look in the mirror with my Patagonia vest, I'm like, I look good in this. There's a picture right there. There's something about that Patagonia vest that makes me feel so, like, you know how Michael Scott feels in The Office when he wears his blue jeans? That's how I feel with my Patagonia vest. It is something that I hold dear to me. It is something that I try to have with me at all times. But in our very first trip to go visit my in-laws, when we were there for a few days for Christmas, and when I came back, I could not find it. It was like, where is this Patagonia vest? I could not find it. I called them up, and they're like, it's not there. And I looked at my truck, and I couldn't find it. And I was like looking everywhere. I mean, my wife was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm looking for my Patagonia vest. I'm like, I look good in it, you know? And so it was this idea that like I just was searching and searching and searching and searching for this thing. And finally, I did find it, and I found it in one of the most obvious places. It was hung up in my closet on a hanger. But the joy that I had when I found my Patagonia vest, right? The story that we've read, was read earlier, just moments ago, is about the joy of finding something so valuable. Something that they were longing and desiring to look for. Something that they put all of their hope and trust to reach a destination and to find something, actually someone, that they desire to see. This morning's text comes from Matthew of the story of the Magi. And the Magi are the people from the East. And as we continue to dive into our theme of what it means to go into the depths, we want to understand what this means. That going into the depths is this journey of moving closer and deeper and being drawn in to what God has in store for us. Being drawn into deeper faith, deeper trust in this holy God that we serve. And so within Christian tradition, there's been debate on how many magi there actually were. We actually just say that there are 3 magi, basically based on the gifts that are given: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So if there was 3 gifts, then there were 3 magi. But we don't technically know how many magi there were. Actually, some actually believe that there were many magi who made this journey. And last week actually begins this season in the Christian church called Epiphany. And it starts with this day called Day of the Kings. And it celebrates this event when the Christ child was found after a long journey of following this bright, shining star. And it's the star that captures the attention of this Magi. I'm wondering what's going through their minds as they are seeing this star. The Magi are people who actually study the stars. They're people with great knowledge. They're actually people with great wealth. Many times they're actually referred to as kings, but not necessarily sure if they actually were on the level of kings, but they were up there. They had this status of them that they knew and they had so much. They're believed to be people from the area of the ancient Persia, which is right now present-day Iran. And the people who studied the stars, they were people who were elevated in status. And there's something about the star that makes them take this 1,100-mile journey. That's long. No airplanes, no semi-trucks. No, just camels and a desert to walk through. And there's something about making this journey, making this long journey that compels them, that gives them this desire to move and see what the star has to offer them. The text says that they make their way all the way to Jerusalem, and they talk to King Herod. And there are 2 things that really capture my attention when they actually meet King Herod. They say these 2 things. Where is the King of the Jews? Because we have seen his star. Where is the King of the Jews? Because we have seen his star. The thing is that when they saw this marvelous light in the sky, they recognized that it was something far greater than who they were and what they could ever imagine. That there was something special and unique about this star. That had to be something of God. But the second thing is also, they are talking to the King of Jews. They're talking to King Herod right in that moment. And they're asking for, where is the King of the Jews? King Herod is the one who's sitting on the throne of Jerusalem. He is the one who sees himself as the ruler of the Israelites. Actually, it is Caesar Augustus who is in power. The Roman Empire has taken over the land of the Israelites and have placed King Herod to be the person in power. Caesar Augustus was actually the first one to proclaim that he was actually the Son of God. And so imagine for a moment, this is the landscape in which Jesus is being born. That the emperor is proclaiming himself as the Son of God, and King Herod is proclaiming himself as the King of the Jews. And here enters this baby boy, the Christ child. That's hard. That is a threat to the kingdom. That is a threat to the rule. Actually, the text says that when King Herod heard this question, he was afraid, and all of Jerusalem with him. There was something that there was going to become some tension between what is to come and what was present in that moment. But the Magi were in search of something truer. They were in search of something greater. They were in search of the true King, the one who is called Emmanuel, God with us. And their hope and their desire and what compelled them to make this long, long journey was Christ, to be in his presence and worship him. Within the Latino and the Latina culture, this Day of the Kings that I told you about is called Dia de los Reyes. It's celebrated with something called the Rosca de Reyes, roscón, as other people call it. And it is this pastry of delicious goodness, circular in fashion, as you could see. And it is the dessert that happens when people gather together for this feast called the Day of the Kings. People gather together and they have tamales and they have a great time. And this is the dessert that happens in the end. But what makes this Rosca de Reyes so special is that there's a baby Jesus somewhere hidden inside. And the point is that hopefully people are in search of this King baby Jesus inside of this ring. Some people actually take it a little hard, because if you actually are the one who gets the piece with the baby Jesus, you're actually designated now to throw a party for everyone who is there. You now have to throw the next dinner party if you get the baby Jesus. So some people are like, yay, I got it. People can come to my house. And people are like, oh my goodness. I have to have people over. But it's interesting. I've had a rosca one time, and I wasn't necessarily sure if I actually got the baby Jesus, because the person who cut it, just only gave me the feet, and then the rest of the body was on the other side. So I'm like, do I get to throw the party? Whoever got the greater half of the baby Jesus got to throw the party. But there's this idea within this tradition, and there's so many different traditions that kind of come out of this time. This is actually a great time even for kids, because this is the time where they're able to have more gifts on top of what they got for Christmas. Because the kings, the Magi, brought the gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and they offered gifts. Now the children on Dia de los Reyes get to have gifts themselves. But what's interesting is that in this moment, what I love about this tradition is that when the baby Jesus is found, the posture is to give up. The posture is to offer up, to give to those who are around. When the baby Jesus is found, there is something, a response, an automatic response to give and to offer up. When hope is found, the joy, out of joy and out of gratitude, we offer up. It says in the text that when the Magi found the child with their mother, Mary, they knelt down and worshiped him. You know, this is the first time that people outside of the Israelites, the Gentiles, worshiped Jesus. The first time. This says a lot. Not only is Jesus the King of the Jews, but Jesus is King over all. Jesus is the one who reigns over all. Christ is for all people. This is a message for hope, not only for the Israelites, but also for those who come near and far, who come from all over the world to worship Christ. That is, that through God and through Jesus, God is reconciling all people and the whole world to God's self. And that God is not only restoring this relationship between God and people, but also God is restoring people in their relationships with one another. And so, the response when we do find hope, the response when we find something that we've desired so long to find, Christ, in joy and in gratitude, is to offer up, to give. For the Magi, it was offering gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I wonder how much gold, frankincense, and myrrh was actually given. You know, when we see pictures of the Magi, we see like one little brick of gold, and we see one little, vial of, of incense and things like that. But I have to say, for people who had so much wealth, for people who were taking such a long journey, 1,100 miles, to reach something that they've been longing to see, maybe they had semi-trucks full of gold and semi-trucks full of frankincense and myrrh. Maybe they had so much to offer because they knew what they would be seeing and what they would receive. That what they had to offer was nothing in compared to what they were going to receive. They understood that what they could receive was far greater than what they could offer. This reminds me of a parable later in Matthew about the kingdom of heaven. In Matthew chapter 13:44, it says this. It says, "The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that a man discovered hidden in the field. In his excitement, he hid it again and sold everything he owned to get enough money to buy the field." It is this joy of finding something that is so valuable that we can offer up everything we have to attain what that is. And so my question for us is, what are our treasures? What are the things that we hold on to? What are the things that are most valuable to us? What are the things that we can offer in order to receive and give up in order to receive what is more valuable and what Christ has to offer for us? Many times it's easier for us to give up what is less important, what is less valuable, the things that I maybe have in abundance that I could just kind of give away. Maybe it's not all of my heart. Maybe it's not all of my life, but maybe it's some of it. But the question for us and the challenge for us is that we are to be a people that once we find the joy of the treasure and the King who is Christ, that what is demanded of us is not only worship, but offering our heart, mind, and soul and entire life to Christ. That in this journey, as we continue to move forward and continue to see the hope in which Christ has for us, that when we have found it, that our response is to offer everything that we have for the King. We've begun a new year, a new decade, a new semester. These days are often times where we have times of self-reflection, times where we're committing ourselves to do better, to live in better ways. And my hope and prayer for us is this, is that we can be a people who truly seek the lordship of Christ, the lordship of King Jesus, the true King in our own lives. And not only that we could be people who can offer everything up to God. Everything in our lives with joy and gratitude for what we will receive through Christ. That we can have the vision of seeing the importance of putting our trust and our faith and our hope in King Jesus. So that we can allow Jesus to rule in our hearts, and that we can be people who truly seek the reign and lordship of our lives, so that we can be transformed and made to be the people that God calls us to be. May it be so. Let us pray. Gracious God, we thank you for the gift that you offer. We thank you for the ways in which you call us to offer up everything we have to us. That you are a God who requires our heart, soul, mind, and strength in everything that we have. And so just as the Magi had this desire to make that long journey, to seek what is true, and to bow and to worship the true King, may we also be a people who could do the same. That throughout life circumstances, throughout each challenge, throughout everything that we go through, that we can be a people whose hope continues to move us forward. And that once we find what we have found, that we can offer everything we have to the King. And we ask, Lord, that the King, Jesus Christ, may reign in our hearts forever and ever, ruling our thoughts, ruling our actions, and helping us to be people who are made more and more in the image of you. We love you, Lord, so much, and may that be our prayer this week. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. You may go in peace.